Welcome to the channel, friends. This is Living Peace Yoga with Sean. We have an excellent practice scheduled for you today. If you are returning to the channel, welcome back. If you are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button down below. And of course, if you like this video, hit the thumbs up so that I can keep bringing content your way that is enjoyable to you. So when you're ready, grab your yoga mat, grab your bolster or blanket, and we're gonna hop in and do some yoga. Okay, so let's hop in. We're gonna sit in a simple seated to start, rocking those shoulders down and back, skull elongated towards the heavens. We're gonna rock back onto those sits bones, and we're gonna come to that place of stillness. The place, of course, that we do not frequent enough. And of course, we're going to follow with our breath. So inhaling through the nose, and you can either exhale through your mouth or exhale through your nose, whatever feels good, whatever is calling you today. In Isaiah 43, 1 through 3, it says, "Do not be afraid, for I have ransomed you. I have called you by name, and you are mine. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. When you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior." Friends, what's awesome about God is that His character never changes, and neither does His word. One thing we can always count on are His promises. Sometimes we forget. I forget too. But when I return to the mat, and I return to the Word, and I return to the place of stillness that He has called me to, I remember. And you'll remember too, friend, that He is with you through any season of your life, good or bad, smiling or frowning, deep waters or shallow waters, valleys or high-top mountains. He is there. Good. While continuing your breath, we're going to take both hands. We're going to take a big deep breath in, arms up overhead. Bring those hands together and bring them back on through to heart center. Good. One more time, we're going to bring both hands up to the top. We're going to cross those fingers over one another. We're going to invert the hands, press the palms towards the heavens. Reach, 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 feeling that nice big stretch through the spine, through the arms, wrists, and hands. Good. On your next exhale, we're going to tilt to the right side of the body. Good. Come back to center. And then we're going to tilt to the left side of the body. Good. And then we're going to take those arms all the way down in front, hands still inverted, and back up to the top. Good. Now opposite direction, tilting to the right. We're going to bring those hands all the way down in front, really working on warming up those shoulders. And we're just going to keep flowing this for just a couple more. So to the left side, up to the top, to the right side, up to the top. Good. And then stop there. Good. Let those hands go and bring them down to the sides and bring them to your knees. One more time, dropping those shoulders down and back, elongating the skull towards the heavens. Good. We're going to take our right foot, bring it into the left thigh, extend the left leg out long. We're going to take our hands, we're going to slide them down the left leg. Forward folding over that left leg. This is our first hamstring stretch, so allowing ourselves some grace. Good. And then bringing it back on up. Awesome. Extend that right leg out to the side, toes pointed up. Bring that right or left foot into the right thigh. And we're going to slide our hands down and forward fold over the right foot or right leg. Good. And come on back up to center. We're going to place both feet together in cobbler's pose, letting those knees fall to the side. Good. Reaching the head up, elongating the spine, but tucking those shoulders down and back. Good. You got it. This is such an awesome place to be on the mat with my friends doing yoga. All right, good. We're going to move into all fours. So reminding you of the positioning, wrists under elbows, elbows under shoulders, knees under hips. Good. We're going to drop the belly down, lifting up the head. Good. Lifting up the hips as you inhale, and then as you exhale, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone under, pressing the shoulder blades towards the heavens, and then flowing through a few cat and cows at your own pace. Good. Come back to neutral. We're going to curl those toes. We're going to come back into a downward facing dog. This is our first official hamstring stretch. So go ahead and pedal out those feet. Warming up those hamstrings, creating space where tension and tightness reside. Good. Press those hips back towards the wall behind you. Good. Look to the front of the mat. We're going to walk up to the top. Forward, fold it out. Good. One vertebrae at a time. We're going to raise ourselves up into mountain, dropping those shoulders, exhaling at the top. Good. We're going to take the left foot and we're going to place it on the inside of the right thigh. So a nice tree pose here, or you can take the left foot and place it to the right ankle. Whatever modification is good today for your body. Good. Place that foot back to the center. Big deep breath in, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold it out. Good. Inhale, we're going to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold it out. We're going to press those feet back into a plank pose, coming down into that chaturanga push-up and up dog. And then curl those toes back to downward facing dog. Good. Look to the top of the mat. We're going to walk to the top, forward fold it out. One vertebrae at a time. We are going to stand back up to that mountain pose, dropping the shoulders down. A nice exhale. Good. We're going to take the right foot and we're going to bring it up to the inner left thigh, or you can bring it to the ankle or the calf, whatever works for your body today. And we're going to press the two together, creating that linear line of energy, of balance. Good. And bring that right foot back to meet the left. Big deep breath in, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold it out. Inhale, we're going to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold it out. Hands to the mat. Feet back to plank. Good. We're going to come down into that chaturanga push-up and up dog. And then curl those toes back to downward facing dog. Good. One more time. We're going to look to the top of the mat. Walk, hop, skip, jump. Forward, fold it out. Good. Big deep breath in. Arms up overhead. Exhale, forward, fold it out. Inhale, we're going to halfway lift, elongating that spine. Good. Exhale, forward, fold it out. Hands to the mat. Feet out to a plank pose. We're going to run through that chaturanga push-up and up dog one more time. And then curl those toes back to downward facing dog. Good. Press those hips back. And catch your breath if you've lost it. Always coming back to the breath. Yoga is more about the breath than the movement. I know you've heard me say it before. We're going to extend that right leg back. Good. We're going to bring it on through. Runner's lunge. Lower that left knee to the mat. Uncurl the toes. Good. We're going to leave our hands on the mat here. We're just going to let that left hip open up towards the mat. Good. Now come up onto that right knee. Right forearm to the right knee. Left hand up. Good. Bring that left hand down. Place it on the inside of the right foot. And bring the right hand up. Good. And then bring that right hand down. We're going to curl the left toes. Bring that left leg up off the mat. We're going to come out the same way we came in. So take that right foot back to meet the left foot in downward facing dog. Good. We're going to extend the left leg back. Bring it on through. Runner's lunge. We're going to lay that right leg down. Uncurl the toes. We're just going to let that right hip fall open for a moment. Gaining some space in that right hip flexor. Good. We're going to bring the left forearm to the left thigh. Take that right arm up. Good. You can follow that right hand if you'd like. Now take the right hand inside the left foot. Take the left arm up. Nice spinal twist with our low lunge here. Good. Take that left hand on the other side of the left foot. Uncurl the right foot. Bring it up off the mat. We're going to take that left foot out the same way we came in. Back to meet that right leg or right foot. Good. We're going to bring the knees down. Take them wide. Bum to the heels for a child's pose. Friends, I've once heard a pastor say that we are either coming into a difficult season, coming out of a difficult season, or preparing for a difficult season. And doesn't that seem right when you look back at the long haul of your life, right? But there are 6 attributes that I would like to share with you today. First off, God sees everything you're going through. The eyes of the Lord are on those who fear him, on those who hope is in his unfailing love. Number 2, God cares about everything you're going through, friend. But I will watch for the Lord. I will wait confidently for God, who will save me. My God will hear me. Number 3, God has the power to change what you're going through. I struggle with this one too, friend. Ask and you will be given what you ask for. Seek and you will find. Knock and the door will be opened. But he doesn't always change what you're going through, does he? Maybe because there's a lesson to be learned. Number 4, God always acts out of his goodness to you. And we know that in all things, God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. Number 5, God's plan is always better than your plan. Friends, if I would have been given everything I've always asked for, my life would be a mess. I know you can attest. For I know the plans I have for you, plans for good and not for evil, plans to give you a future and a hope. Last but not least, no matter what you are going through, God is with you. Good. Come on back up to center. Uncurl those toes. We're going to come into a downward facing dog one more time. Good. We're going to extend that right leg back. We're going to bring it on through a runner's lunge. Lowering that left knee down. Take the right foot and heel toe it out to the outer edge of the right side of the mat. We're going to take both hands, place them on the inner edge of that right foot. Now this may be enough of a stretch for you, and that's okay if this is where you are at in your practice and in your journey. However, for those who would like to take it a little deeper, you can come down onto those forearms for full lizard pose. Good. Really working those hips today. Opening up where there is tight space. Good. If you are on those forearms, go ahead and bring yourself back up to the hands. We're going to heel toe that right foot to the center of the mat. We are going to take that left foot up off of the mat, and we're going to bring it up to meet the right foot in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Good. Big deep breath in. Arms up overhead. As we exhale, we're going to extend that left leg back, bringing the arms out into a T, into a warrior 3. Good. And then as you bring that left foot forward, bring the hands up. We're going to extend that right arm back, bringing those hands down to the mat, bringing that right leg down to the mat. Uncurl the right toes. heel toe that left foot to the left side of the mat. Again, if here to the mat is what you need or is what your body is calling for today, please feel free to stop here. But for those who would like to take it a little deeper, come down onto the forearms, inside that left foot. And this is really a workout for both hips here. The right hip flexor and the outer edge of the left hip. You're doing awesome. Good. If you're not already, place those hands on the inner edge of that left foot. We're going to heel toe the left foot to the center of the mat. We're going to lift that right foot up off the mat. We're going to bring the right foot up to meet the left foot in a forward fold at the top of the mat. Good. Ragdoll this forward fold. So opposite elbow, opposite arms, and just hang in a forward fold here. Rocking back and forth like a ragdoll. Good. Big deep breath in, arms up overhead. As you exhale, now extend the right leg back into a warrior three with arms out to a T center. Awesome. You're doing it. Good. And then bring that right foot back to meet the left. Arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold it out. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold it out. We're going to take those feet back into extension, into a plank. Good. And then we're going to lower all the way down. Forehead to the mat, just for a moment. We're going to reach those hands out in front, really reaching the toes to the back of the wall, reaching the hands to the front of the wall in front of you. Good, good, good. Nice big body stretch. Good. Now we're just going to flip right on over onto our backs. Knees bent. Good. We're going to place that left leg up so that your flat foot is against the ceiling or the heavens. We're going to take the right ankle and we're going to place it over the left foot. Place both hands in, back behind the left leg, and we're going to pull the left leg toward us while extending that right knee out with our right elbow. Creating space for our lying pigeon here. Good. Yoga practice is so yummy. Good. Let that go. Bring the left foot back to the mat as well as the right. Bring the right leg up. We're going to extend the left ankle over the right knee. Place both hands back behind that right leg. Bring the right leg toward you as you press that left knee out to the side for lying pigeon on the other side. Good. And then let that all go. Extend your feet out long. Take those hands, extend them up over the head. Really reaching towards that wall behind you. Good. Reaching the toes in front of you. Awesome. So good. So good. Good. Now bring both knees into the chest. Nice bear hug. Knees to the chest. Good. We're going to rock up to a seated pose, just long enough to grab our bolster or blankets or pillows, whatever you chose for your Shavasana object. Actually, you don't necessarily need anything. You can just lay flat to the mat. I have been finding that my knees being elevated has been quite restorative for me, but you can do whatever feels restorative to you tonight. Good. And tuck those shoulders down and back. Coming into our final resting place. Coming to the breath. Slowing down our thoughts. Slowing down the breath. Please stay in Shavasana as long as you need or as long as you like. There is no rush. But I will leave you with, once again, Isaiah 43, 1-3. Do not be afraid, for I have ransomed you. I have called you by name, and you are mine. When you go through deep waters, I will be with you. And when you go through rivers of difficulty, you will not drown. When you walk through the fire of oppression, you will not be burned up. The flames will not consume you. For I am the Lord your God, the Holy One of Israel, your Savior. I pray that you find peace off the mat as much as you did on the mat, and that you go on about your day with more peace than what you showed up with. Thank you for practicing with me today, friends. It is more of a blessing than you will ever know. And I'll see you again on the mat next time.